Chelsea's disappointing performance against Brentford raises questions over Maresca's decisions. Chelsea's match against Brentford should have been a crucial one to secure their position in the Champions League zone. However, Coach Maresca faced heavy criticism after the game, with a vital 3 points at stake to strengthen their chances of qualifying for the Champions League. The outcome was far from expected. Maresca made the surprising decision to field a second-string lineup, leaving key players like Cole Palmer, Marc Cucurella, and Nicholas Jackson on the bench. Even the consistently reliable Marc Cucurella was left warming the bench. The starting lineup saw Nkunku, Kieran Dewsbury-Hall, and Madwek in the front, while the defensive line included Tosin Adarabioyo, Reece James, Malo Gusto, and Trevoh Chalobah. Meanwhile, players like Madwek and Sancho were also featured in the setup. This tactical choice has sparked debate, as many believe Chelsea missed a golden opportunity to solidify their position for European competition next season. Chelsea's struggles in the first half against Brentford highlight tactical issues. The decision to field a second-string lineup had a significant impact on Chelsea's performance. In the first half, Chelsea's attack appeared lackluster, while goalkeeper Sanchez was repeatedly bombarded with shots from Brentford. There was a near goal when Brentford's striker managed to get past Sanchez, but fortunately, the striker failed to convert the opportunity into a goal. Additionally, Chelsea's attack from the wings struggled, with Madwek and Sancho appearing confused in trying to deliver passes to their forwards, the number 9 and 10 positions. As the first half ended, the score remained 0-0, with both teams unable to find the back of the net. Maresca's substitutions spark improved performance from Chelsea against Brentford. It seems Maresca recognized his earlier mistakes, as he made key substitutions around the 60th minute. Nicholas Jackson, Cole Palmer, and Pedro Neto were brought on to replace Christopher Nkunku, Kieran Dewsbury-Hall, and Noni Madwek. Following these changes, Chelsea's performance improved, with the team becoming more aggressive in their attacks, dominating possession. Pedro Neto had several shots on target, but was unable to break the deadlock. Marc Cucurella was then introduced in the 70th minute, replacing Reece James, as Chelsea continued to push for a breakthrough. Chelsea's efforts fall short as they settle for a 0-0 draw against Brentford. Chelsea's game became more attacking, and they controlled possession following the substitutions. Numerous shots on target were taken, but all of them were thwarted. Enzo Fernandez also had a few close attempts, but none found the back of the net. In the dying minutes of the match, Cole Palmer came close to scoring, but his shot went just 5 centimeters over the crossbar. Despite 4 minutes of added time granted by the referee, Chelsea was unable to break the deadlock, and the match ended in a goalless draw. The result leaves Chelsea's position in 4th place far from secure. Manchester City now has the opportunity to overtake Chelsea if they win their next match. Enzo Maresca's tactic of rotating players in the starting lineup ultimately backfired, resulting in a disappointing draw. This serves as a crucial point of evaluation for Maresca, as Chelsea has not yet accumulated enough points to guarantee their top 4 spot in the league table. With several matches remaining, Chelsea will need to secure consistent 3-point victories to maintain their position in the top 4 by the end of the season. Shortly after the Chelsea vs. Brentford match, another important fixture took place as Manchester City faced Manchester United. Both teams launched attacks, but their efforts were largely ineffective, leading to a goalless draw. Manchester City, despite having the chance to overtake Chelsea, failed to capitalize on the opportunity. Pep Guardiola's side has been struggling with a performance crisis for some time, and even against a lower-tier team like Manchester United, they found it difficult to break through. In the end, Manchester City had to settle for just 1 point away at Old Trafford. Brentford are without a win in their past 4 home league games against Chelsea, meaning they have not beaten the Blues on their own ground since October 1938. Chelsea have lost each of their past 4 Premier League away matches. They have not lost 5 in a row on the road, since a run of 5 between October and December 2000. Brentford have gone 7 Premier League games without a win at GTEC Community Stadium, which is their worst run in the league since going 9 without a win between September and December 2006. Brian Mbeumo has been involved in 6 goals in his past 5 Premier League games against Chelsea, 3 goals, 3 assists. Chelsea make the short trip to take on Brentford this weekend and attempt to build on Thursday night's win. However, as good as our home record has been, especially of late, our away record has been equally atrocious. That 1-0 win against Spurs was our 4th successive clean sheet at home, and 3rd 1-0 win on the bounce, but the story has been the polar opposite away from home. We've managed just 2 points from our last 7 games, including for defeats in a row. Changing that at Brentford won't be easy task. We haven't done that since 2021 in any competition. Given the quick turnaround, there may exist temptation to rotate the squad a bit and take the fresh legs. But there's little room for error in the race for the top 4-5. Romeo Lavia and Wesley Fofana will miss out due to injuries, but everyone else should be available for selection. Local pride is on the line when Brentford welcome West London neighbours Chelsea to the GTEC Community Stadium. Chelsea moved into 4th place in the race for UEFA Champions League football when they defeated Tottenham in midweek. After a tough winter run that put paid to fleeting title aspirations, Enzo Maresca's side have won 5 out of 6 matches across all competitions. Reece James is likely to return to the Chelsea starting sheet after featuring from the bench as a precaution against Tottenham. Reece is one of our best players, but he was on the bench because we tried to take care of him, Maresca said. We know that in this moment he can't play every 3 days. Hopefully soon he can. Maresca explained that Chelsea are taking a similarly cautious approach with the fitness of Romeo Lavia and Wesley Fofana, who each remain out. Chelsea predicted lineup for 2-3-1, right to left, Sanchez, James, Chalobah, Colwill, Cucurella, Caicedo, Fernandes, Madueke, Palmer, Sancho, Jackson. Injured, Fofana muscular, Lavia muscular, Kellyman hamstring, suspended, Mudryk. Chelsea look to further strengthen their hopes of Champions League qualification as they travel to face Brentford in another London derby on Sunday. Enzo Maresca's side returned to action after the international break with a battling win over Tottenham on Thursday night, one that keeps them in 4th and on track for a seat at Europe's top table next season. The Blues have a difficult run of fixtures to end the season, facing the likes of Liverpool, Newcastle, and Nottingham Forest in May. So the pressure is on now to pick up points and solidify their place in the top dash for ... They beat Brentford at home earlier this season, ending a 5-match winless run against the Bees, and will be eyeing more of the same here. However, a win at Tottenham in December was Chelsea's last victory away from home in the Premier League. Brentford were beaten by Newcastle last time out, and now return to home soil as they attempt to end a miserable run of form in front of their own fans. Thomas Frank's side had been formidable at home earlier this season, but are now on a run of 8 matches without a win in all competitions at the GTEC Community Stadium. Date, kickoff time and venue. Brentford vs Chelsea is scheduled for a 2 p.m. BST kickoff on Sunday, April 6, 2025. The match will take place at the GTEC Community Stadium. Rico Henry has played just 3 minutes in the Premier League this season, but Thomas Frank confirmed the left back could make the squad against Chelsea. Matthias Jensen is set to be available for Brentford, but Josh Da Silva and Igor Thiago are out with knee injuries and Fabio Carvalho is unlikely to play again this season. Chelsea will be without Romeo Lavia and Wesley Fofana after Maresca confirmed the pair picked up injuries in training ahead of the Tottenham match. Noni Madueke is fit again, though, and could come into the side, while Reece James will also hope to start after he was named on the bench against Spurs. Brentford vs Chelsea prediction. Had this match been played a couple of months ago, many would have been backing Brentford to upset their London rivals. But the Bees' form at home has fallen off a cliff, and Chelsea have been boosted by the return of the likes of Nicholas Jackson and Noni Madueke, which they will hope helps bring Cole Palmer back to his best. The Blues still have plenty to prove themselves, and it is for months since they last won on the road in the Premier League, but that run could end here. Head-to-head H-to-H history and results: Brentford wins 7, draws 4. Chelsea wins 11. Brentford vs Chelsea match odds: Brentford 2/1, draw 2/1, Chelsea evens. Brentford boss Thomas Frank has been speaking to the media before Sunday's Premier League home game against Chelsea. Here are the key lines from his news conference. Everyone from the Newcastle game is fine and fit to play against Chelsea. Rico Henry has a chance to feature against Chelsea and is very keen to be involved as he has missed playing. Meanwhile, Frank confirmed Mikkel Damsgaard will start on Sunday. The Dane said the club will look at contracts in summer for Ben Mee and Josh Da Silva, whose deals are both due to expire in June. On not having a home win since December, Frank said that a perfect performance on the pitch and in the stands is what we want. Frank said defender Nathan Collins has really improved this season, adding, "That's down to him and I praise him for that. He has real focus during the game." Brentford have highlighted a couple of areas that we can create chances against Chelsea. Frank described Blues defender Marc Cucurella as one of the best left backs in the league.